Hi, this is Fred Hennis, bringing you a message from my office here at Gateway Bible Church. This week I received a letter from John Leopold. He's our county supervisor, our representative, and he has an update on coronavirus and some new action steps being required by the government. I want to read this to you, and then I'm going to let you know how Gateway Bible Church is going to be responding to this new requirement. He wrote, the number of positive cases of COVID-19 has jumped significantly in the last few weeks, with 2/3 of all our cases appearing in the last 3 weeks. This increased number of cases has placed our county, Santa Cruz County, on the state monitoring list. This means that as of 12 a.m. on July 28th, there will be new indoor restrictions set by the state. Gyms, non-essential offices, religious services, and hairstyling will not be allowed to be conducted indoors. These restrictions are required for at least 3 weeks or until we have reduced the positive case rate for 14 days. As of today, nearly 30 counties, encompassing over 80% of the population of the state, are under these restrictions. And mind you, there was already restrictions set in place over singing and chanting in a worship service, that these were prohibited. And that is why last weekend, Dave Enns and the worship team and the tech team went off-site and recorded singing in a private setting. And then these songs were broadcast, even live, to those who were present. And in that way, since it was pre-recorded and broadcast, there was no spreading of the exhaling of breath and COVID-19 potential droplets being distributed amongst all the people. So that was already in place. Now we can't meet indoors. So I can just tell you this, man, we're wrestling with this, wrestling in a major way. And when I say we, I mean our pastors and staff. In fact, we went off-site Monday and we had an off-site meeting where we talked about the concept that what are we going to do if this remains intact for, say, the next 4, 5, 6 months? I have been thinking that coronavirus and the impact of this is going to pass over us, and restrictions are going to continually begin to loosen up, social distancing, the wearing of masks, etc. But what we see is a reversal. We're going back in time and the restrictions are tightening. And so we're trying to come up with a longer term plan. And until we have that, which I expect within a couple weeks, let me give you our short-term plan and adjustments we're making starting this week, starting this Sunday, August 2nd. What we're going to do is go from 2 services to 1 service. We believe that because we cannot meet inside the chapel anymore and we can only meet outside, that already the reduced number of people that have been attending on Sunday morning is going to be shrunk even more. And so instead of doing this twice, we're going to do it once. We're going to do it at 9 a.m. We're going to have it outside. And here's an interesting kicker, is our chapel is essentially a recording studio, at least for the capturing of the sermons. We have dual cameras that are set up that are wired to go through a video switcher. We have the syncing through the sound and the soundboard that's all compiles that, puts it together and sends it out. And to be honest, we didn't have the time this week to go ahead and set up a recording studio outside, especially since Dave and the worship team and tech team have been busy offsite recording, I believe, 8 new songs that we will use in our rotation to worship the next couple of weeks. So there's no time to do that, and we're committed to live streaming. We do that, and I believe for the size of our church, we do that well. So we're going to continue to do that, but at 9 a.m., I will be in the chapel preaching. The message will go out into the courtyard following the playing of the pre-recorded worship songs that Dave and his team will have done. So that's what we're doing this week. And we're, like I said, we're seeking longer term. What are we going to do? How are we going to do this? And our real idea here is I'm not so interested in connecting people to the church as I am connecting them to God and to one another. And we got to look at this, especially with a new life group season before us. How are we going to do this? What do we need to do different? We clearly have new wine that's been given to us. And according to Jesus, new wine needs new wineskins. And that's what we're wrestling with. In fact, that'll be part of our next elders meeting, discussing this and coming hopefully to some conclusions, which I can then report back to you. So that's the information I wanted to share. By now you should have already received an email from Jennifer Osorio stating this, and a text message from Pastor Ron, our adult pastor. So I look forward to preaching on Sunday. I'm going to wrap up my series on One Blood, One Race. The title of this week is going to be Discerning Good from Evil. So God bless you, and stay safe.